Hey, I'm Baz and you're watching Venture Offroad Australia 4x4. We're making our way along the south coast of WA, exploring as much of this beautiful region as we can. In this video, we're exploring the Greater Albany region, including Torndirrup, Stirling Range and Porongurup. We had our sights set on camping at East Bay, but when we arrived we found there was no free spots.
It's not on the ground, I wonder if that's, there's no room for us here.
Crap burgers.
So we continued our search along the beach. At first all we found was a narrow beach and a locked gate.
Gated.
Bloody gate.
And that's about it though, isn't it? That's the spot.
We ended up finding an absolute cracking spot, high on a cliff top overlooking a stunning turquoise bay. Absolutely breathtaking. We'd love for you to hit the subscribe button to follow our adventures and help us grow the channel. It's 100% free.
Spending a bit of time looking around the Albany area at the moment, staying out at East Bay, Two People's Bay sort of area, and right now we're at the Gap and Natural Bridge, which you can hear the Southern Ocean pounding on it. They reckon that many moons ago it was actually connected to Antarctica here. We're gonna go up on this platform up here and stand out over the edge. Looks like rain out over there. We haven't seen any rain the last couple of days. Whoa. That is some wild seas going on there. I reckon. How's the colour of the water? And the power of the ocean. Standing at Natural Bridge now, just around the corner from the Gap, just reading a story about a bloke in 1978 that very nearly lost his life here, decided to climb down there, and a wave grabbed him, dragged him out to sea, and amazingly they managed to rescue him using a whaling boat, the police and a whole bunch of people risking their lives to save one man's life. It's just not worth the risk. It's just as beautiful from up here as it is from down there, and I don't have to risk my life to see it. stop in this Albany area, which is I don't know how to pronounce a national park. I'm struggling with all these names. Turretup. We'll go with that. Next stop in Torndirrup National Park is the blowholes. We don't really have the best luck generally with blowholes. Usually when we're going to go to the blowholes, the tides just aren't right, the swell's no good, and the blowholes aren't blowing. We got lucky out at Steep Point. See how we go here. Apparently it's an 800 metre walk down there, so shouldn't be too bad. See how we go. How was it, guys? Cold?
Yeah, pretty cold.
The blowhole just in front of me here doesn't look like it's gonna spout any water, but it is making a bit of noise, so I'll see if we can catch some on the camera. I was walking down here chatting to a couple, and the woman said, woolly bush. And I thought, of course, we're in Albany. There would be an Albany woolly bush here. There you go. Something I hadn't even considered that we would be seeing, and there it is. Albany woolly bush. Salmon holes in that same national park that I can't say, Torndirrup. This is meant to be one of the best fishing spots, and the kids have taken a like in the fishing, so I've even got myself a fishing rod now. We're going to give it a crack, see if we can catch a salmon.
Dad, well, I don't know if I can fish in this.
What, Jam?
What?
Nah, it's not going to work for you. On our way up to the Granite skywalk in Porongurup National Park. It's a bit of a workout. 4.4 k's return, they say. It's a beautiful day, finally the sun's out. Still only about 20 degrees, but given we're doing the walk, I'm okay with that. Another dead battery again this morning. Attempted to roll start and I failed. So we tried to jump start off the auxiliary battery, and that didn't want to do it. The main battery was just too dead. So I ducked down to some other campers. They came up and gave us a jump start. And we ended up driving into Albany, which was an unplanned, unscheduled stop in, and replaced the battery in there. Whew. It's hard work. So brand new battery in. So fingers crossed that is the source of the issue and it's nothing glow plug related or anything. I think I've pretty well ruled that out anyway, and the starter motor. So I think we're pretty right. Had it tested again and it looks as though it's dropped a cell, but it's playing funny buggers a bit and it's still making out like it's okay. So we just had to replace it. Got about 4 or 5 days before we head inland to Kalgoorlie, which is going to be our next major stop, and we can't really afford to have a dodgy battery. Ate up half of our day, unfortunately, but we made it out here, and then from here we'll head into Stirling National Park. We're not going to do any walks, we don't think. We're just going to have a drive through and have a bit of a look. Would have been nice to do some of the walks, but can't fit everything into every trip, so something to come back to one day anyway.
Whoa, look at that rock.
Getting close to the top now. Been fairly steep, reasonably tiring, but we're doing it, getting there. The rock behind us, balancing. The whole forest has just got the pungent odour of wildflowers, bees all over them. See if I can get close to this one. European bee. Some sort of native bee, I'd say. So many flowers everywhere we go. So many different flowers. Get this last little bit done and get the view.
It's a bit shady, so it's a lot.
Hi.
Dad.
Okay.
This is where you start climbing up and around. Go out to this lookout first.
No, you just put it in the bushes and blocking it with maybe it fell down.
You can see the coast stretching all the way out and around.
Oh, is that water?
Yep. That's where we're going to, guys.
Where?
That's where we're headed up to. Scramble up the rocks.
How will Mum get there?
I'm not.
She's not. Beautiful lookout from the top here, looking out towards the coast. Our camp for tonight is somewhere out there. I'm not sure exactly where.
Mum, those people like alright.
Bit of a drive and a bit of a walk back down before we head out there though. It's well worth the trek up here though.
I was expecting you to say that. Dad, do I start going up the ladder?
Nah, wait for me.
Very nice. How much is that?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Do you want me to go close behind you or wait till you get to the top?
Wait till I get to the top. I won't.
Mom!
Where is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Climbing to the top of the Granite skywalk is not for those afraid of heights, but the view is spectacular. Stirling Range just appears out of nowhere as you drive north from Porongurup. It makes for quite a view. Stirling National Park, Bluff Knoll, there in front of us. That is a walk I would love to do. 3 to 4 hour return. But not this time. The family's not really up for it. And it's way too late in the day now. It is spectacular nonetheless, just to be able to see that massive bluff. Driving up here, the last few k's of road's quite steep. Driving a naturally aspirated diesel, we've got plenty of time to slowly meander by and take in the views. I'm almost surprised at how small Stirling Range National Park is. On the map it looks quite big, but I reckon it's only taken us 20 minutes, half an hour at the most to get from south to the north end of it. I was hoping to do the drive right through the park from west to east, but because we got stuck with a dodgy battery and having to go into Albany this morning and get that sorted, that kind of threw things out a bit. Can't be helped. There's not many people about, that's for sure. There was 3 other cars when we got here. Now there's 1 other car. I'll be back one day to walk that Bluff Knoll. Don't know when, but I'll definitely be back. For now though, time to jump back in the car, head out to Bremer Bay. It'll be our home for the next couple of days. Do a bit of fishing with Isaac tomorrow. Have a bit of a relax, bit of a look around before we head out to Wave Rock and then out towards Kalgoorlie. Got a bit to see out that way before we make our way back out to the coast at Esperance and do our last run along the beach and run out to the Western Australian, South Australian border.
Coming up next time, we'll drive into the night in search of another incredible hidden camp. Have another crack at fishing, make the kids squeal, and explore Wave Rock. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment. Hit the subscribe button and we'll see you next time.